8:44 right now. During the school year, families, you know, it can get chaotic and busy. Everything from the homework to school, after school activities. Maybe both parents are working, and it's so hard to fit in quality time with your children.
Yeah, my kids don't even get out of school till 4, so sometimes by the time we're done eating dinner and we look around, we're like, oh my gosh.
The day's done, I know.
It's bedtime, and it's crazy. So we've got Dr. Sheryl Ziegler here today to talk more about finding time. It's hard, and you know, you've got kids, you work, you do a million different things, you do a podcast, you do this, you do that. How do you find time, and how important is it that we make that time?
It's so important that we make that time. So I just partnered with Milk, Love What's Real campaign on trying to find real connections, authentic times to connect with your kids. And so you can find that everywhere, right? You can find it from when you get home from school. Maybe there's a tradition where you do have milk and cookies with your kids, or you bake with them, or you cook with them, or you do chores with them. We don't have to do those things by ourselves, right? So there's the very natural times. There's also thinking about going to bed. That is a time where for some kids, when they're relaxed and maybe they're wanting to put off going to bed, all of a sudden they want to talk. And then when they're a little bit older, it's the car, you know, and really, like, don't be looking at your phone or doing those kinds of things. Like, really take the time to talk to them and know their world. Listen to their music, watch what they're watching, take 5 minutes to see, oh, what's that funny YouTube video you think, right? And those are things that we, you know, sometimes just don't want to do.
Right.
But those are ways to find real authentic moments together that if you let those go by, that's when people say, where did the time go?
Right. Well, kids need to be seen, heard, validated. I read somewhere that the greatest gift you can give a child, and really anybody, is to honor their feelings.
No, not Legos.
And Legos.
And Legos.
Yeah, honor their feelings for sure.
And how do you do that as a working parent when you get home and you're exhausted, but the little things matter?
They do. I mean, when you look at sometimes by the minutes, working parents are spending anywhere. There used to be a stat where it was like 13 minutes a day to real quality time with your kids. I don't know where it's at now, but let's just say it's under a half an hour. And so you've got to make that time count. And so things like, you know, even just the ideas of making sure maybe Friday nights, you're doing board games, you're playing cards, you're doing those things, because if you go back to our own childhood, you have to think about what were my favorite memories.
That's what you remember,
right?
Course.
And you've got to remember you're making those memories for them as well. So important.
Yeah, and even connecting with different children in different ways.
I think this is the problem. I honestly think this is 90% of the problem. If we would just put this down more often and stop worrying about replying to the goofy boss that won't leave you alone at 8 o'clock at night, right? Like, you don't have to reply to that email within 10 seconds.
And you got to practice.
And I'm guilty of it just like everybody else is. So thank you.
Such
good perspective.
Advice.
Hopefully we can all just take some time to think about how we're going to change that in our lives.
Yep. You bring up really good
Positive
points.
affirmations. We can do it. Thank you, Doctor.
That's how we start our day every day here.
Very good. I like it.
Hey, Brooks, we can get above 2 degrees. Yes, we can do it.